E.N.D here. Finally, after a long wait, we are back on Kamigawa, 1200 years in the future. Therefore, don't expect to see the same Kamigawa as we are used to. This is a far more technologically advanced plane, but still, as you will see, there will be some familiar places and also some familiar faces. Wizard of the Coast gave us some insights and a first look of the set. So, let's not waste time and start discussing this new neon return to Kamigawa. And let me start with the set symbol. As you can see, it's a rising sun behind a mountain, very similar to Mount Fuji and very Japan characteristic. And don't forget that Japan is also known as the land of the rising sun, so I think the set symbol is spot on. Products, as you can see, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty will come in the current normal product range. Set booster boxes, draft booster boxes, bundle, collector booster boxes, team boosters, release pack, draft packs, etc, etc. So you can see that there are a lot of products to choose from. But from the artwork of these products, we can distinguish a particular Planeswalker, a particular familiar Planeswalker, which we first saw in War of the Spark, that is the Wanderer. So the Wanderer will be in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. We don't know if we will have a Planeswalker card of this particular character, probably yes, and we don't know if this particular Planeswalker will be the new Emperor. So let's wait for more previews to find out if the Wanderer will be the Emperor or the protagonist of this particular set. As we are talking about the Wanderer, a Planeswalker, let's have a look at the new Planeswalker from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, KAITO Shizuki. For 1 blue and 1 black, it's a 3 loyalty counter KAITO Planeswalker. At the beginning of your end step, if it enters the battlefield this turn, he faces out. +1, draw a card, then discard a card unless you attack this turn. -2, create a 1/1 blue ninja creature token with this creature can't be blocked. -7, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a blue or black creature card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Honestly, I think it's a very strong Planeswalker. It's a 3-drop and we know how strong 3-drop Planeswalkers are. Remember Oko Thief of Crowns. It phases out at the end step of the turn he enters the battlefield. Therefore, opponent cannot harm or attack him on their next turn. Creates unblockable ninjas, and its ultimate can tutor any blue or black creature on the battlefield. Very, very, very strong. And there are 3 versions of this card. There's the regular, there is the ninja frame, and there is a Japanese alternative art, which as you can see resembles a lot Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star, a Japanese anime. Let's continue with some familiar places and also some familiar faces. A Ganju Seat of the Empire, which means that the original 5 legendary lands will be back from the original Kamigawa in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, but quite well transformed. Bozeu, who endures, another return from the champions of Kamigawa, Bozeu who shelters all, which means that there will be more legendary lands in this set. And finally, the 5 Spirits Dragons, very similar to champions of Kamigawa. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty will have a new cycle of 5 Spirits Dragons, 1 for each color. At this stage, I don't believe these will be the same 5 Spirits Dragons from champions of Kamigawa, because some of them perished during the Kami War. Let's wait and see. As we are talking about the 5 Spirits Dragons, let's have a look at one of them, the red one, Atsushi the Blazing Sky. For 2 and 2 red, it's a 4/4 flying and trample. When it dies, choose 1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards or create 3 treasure tokens. This particular dragon, with the Gold Spell Dragon, can be extremely powerful and extremely lethal. And don't forget there are 3 versions of this card, regular, extended art, and the borderless. A familiar face, Hidegetsu Devouring Chaos. Yes, the same Hidegetsu from the original Kamigawa. 3 and 1 black, it's a 4/4. For 1 black, sacrifice a creature, scry 2. 2 and 1 red, tap, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. When you exile a non-land card this way, it deals damage equal to the exiled card mana value to any target. Overall, it's a strong card, but there is something new about Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Apart from these 3 versions, there will be another 4 versions. Yes, another 4 versions of the card. Neon Ink Yellow, Neon Ink Blue, Neon Ink Green, and Neon Ink Red. These cards will be very, very rare. First of all, the Neon Ink Yellow will be a promo card. Then, the Neon Blue, the Green, and the Red can be found from set, draft, or collector booster boxes, and their rarity will depend on the color. So the blue is less rare than the green, The green is less rare than the red, so the red it's extremely rare, and I think it will be very valuable. Probably there will be more cards that will have this particular neon ink treatment. Let me end this video with basic lands, full art basic lands to be precisely. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty will have a cycle of 2 full art basic land cards for each color in Japanese language. One will feature artwork from the original Kamigawa, and one will feature artwork from the new Neon Kamigawa. And these cards will not be in each booster pack, but in 1/3, which means that you can find 10 in a set booster box, 12 in a draft booster box, and in collector booster boxes you have a guarantee of 1 foil in each pack. Leave a comment below what do you think about this new Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set, and as always subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.